It all started with a sticky note, a neon yellow slap on my RV's windshield that screamed petty before I even read it. This isn't a campground. Move your monstrosity within 24 hours. Wah. No signature, no letterhead, just a flimsy post-it curling in the sun like it was embarrassed to be there. I chuckled, thinking it was a prank, until I found another slipped under my door, labeled Violation the B7. Unauthorized vehicle obstructing neighborhood charm. Charm? My RV, fully registered and parked neatly in my driveway, was apparently a blight on the cul-de-sac soul. Here's the kicker. That driveway sat on land I saw a lease to the HOA, a fact I kept tucked away like an ace in a poker game. I wanted to see how far this would go. Enter Linda Voss, the HOA's self-appointed sheriff. She didn't knock, she hammered my door like she was VYing a warrant. I opened it to find her, arms crossed, lanyard swinging like a guillotine, sunglasses perched on her head like a tiara of smugness. Are you aware you're violating Article 5, Section 2D of the HOA bylaws? She barked, skipping pleasantries. I smiled, said, "Morning to you too," and watched her face twist. She launched into a sermon about property values and Sewell harmony, flailing at my RV like it was leaking radioactive waste. I pointed out I'd cleared it with the board last year, and that bylaws allowed RVs on private property if they were insured and operable. "That's not the point," she snapped. "You're setting a precedent. Soon everyone will park their junk here." I asked her to leave unless she had a real citation. She didn't budge, just stood in my yard, huffing like she could win by out-breathing me. When I started closing the door, she yelled, "This isn't over," like a BMO EVY lane. "Big mistake, Linda." The next day, my trash cans were tipped over. Then came anonymous complaints. My RV's shadow was disturbing a neighbor's lawn. Its reflective panels were a hazard, and someone claimed I was running a mobile party business out of it. I wish I had that kind of energy. I stayed calm, knowing HOA bullies thrive on ignorance. Linda, though, was just warming up. She rallied her book club posse and a guy obsessed with his Tesla's resale value, collecting 17 signatures for a petition to ban my RV. She strutted over to tell me, like it was her Oscar moment. I offered to help staple it. She didn't laugh. Soon, a certified letter arrived, HOA logo and all, threatening Duloc 200 daily fines until I complied. The board was backing her, either clueless or complicit. Time to play my card. I requested a formal meeting, my right as the land lessor. Linda was VYD, I dared push back. At the meeting, she strutted in with her blue poloed minions, declaring my RV a threat to our values. I waited, then slid the lease agreement across the table. The room froze. I read aloud. Parcel to 12B, use rights retained by owner, including sublease authority to the HOA of Maple Grove. That's me. Gasps. A pen hit the floor. Linda's face matched her cherry red nails. But she wasn't Donio, no. She was about to go full rogue. The next morning, my security camera caught her circling my RV like a shark, clipboard in one hand, tape measure in the other, snapping photos like she was building a case for the Supreme Court. She even squatted to measure tire placement. Problem was, she was trespassing. Later, a neighbor, Tom, a sweet retiree who loves birdwatching, apologized for getting roped into her scheme. Linda had conned him into inspecting my RV as a neutral witness, then threatened him with a zoning violation when he asked questions. She coerced others too, pushing them to lie about my RV running a noisy generator or leaking fluids. It's solar-powered and pristine, by the way. Then came the orange sticker on my RV's door. Immediate removal required. Subject to tow. It looked official, but I noticed the edges packing tape and a crooked printout. Linda had faked an HOA citation. I didn't react yet, letting her dig deeper. That Friday, I left the RV as usual. Saturday morning, gone. Towed without notice. I called every tow company within 15 miles no record. I filed a police report, and the officer's eyebrow shot up when I showed him the fake sticker in my lease. If your paperwork's legit and the board didn't order this, someone's looking at grand theft auto, he said. Turns out, Linda had called her cousin's buddy, who ran a landscaping business with a flatbed. No tow license, no permit, no log. The police found my RV behind a strip mall, a boot on one tire, and a for sale sign on the windshield. Let me say that again. Linda tried to sell my RV saw. We're talking felony theft and fraud. The police impounded it and opened a case. I didn't confront her. I showed up at the next HOA meeting, where she sat smugly until a detective-eyed and VY Ted walked in. He laid it out. Unauthorized tow, forged violation, impersonating an HOA official, and attempting to sell private property. Linda went ghost white. The board muttered about newsletter disasters. Linda claimed it was a misunderstanding to protect the community. The detective stared like she'd sprouted horns. You think selling someone's property is community, Sare VYC? The meeting dissolved in chaos. Linda stormed out. The next day, the HOA's lawyer called, sweating bullets about CIVYL liability. They were terrified of a lawsuit over Linda's crusade. But she wasn't done. She filed city code complaints, alleging my RV was a permanent dwelling, violating municipal rules. She didn't know I sit on the city planning board. When her complaint, written in all caps hysteria, hit my inbox, I nearly choked on my coffee. She'd filed 6 complaints across department zoning, noise, even animal control, claiming my RV smelled like a barn. Classic Linda. The city sent an inspector, a nice guy who apologized for the waste of time. He found no violations. Linda ambushed amid inspection, yelling about corruption. He shut her down. Ma'am, this driveway isn't even HOA jurisdiction. She vowed to go over everyone's head. So she did, crashing a city council meeting on live TV. Clutching a folder of my security footage screenshots, she ranted about unauthorized vehicles and neighborhood trauma. The crowd murmured. I was there 2 seats away, while VYing when she finally noticed me. Her eyes bulged like she'd seen a ghost. The next day, she emailed the HOA, accusing me of colluding with the city. A local paper ran a front-page story, War on Wheels, Maple Grove residents' RV crusade, with her wild quotes and a photo of my spotless RV. Memes exploded. Someone photoshopped her into a Mad Max scene. She came for peace. She left with citations. Linda's next move? A lawsuit against me for due law $50,000, claiming emotional distress and VY Sewell intimidation from my RV's aggressive tire tread. My lawyer, Sarah, laughed so hard she cried. In court, Linda's EVY Denson verified HOA financials backfired. She admitted to reallocating funds for Operation Eyesore, her anti-RV campaign, exposing due law $19,600 in shady expenses, including payments to her husband. The judge ordered an audit. Linda's lawsuit was tossed, and she was suspended from a board. Then, 17-year-old Nate, a tech-savvy kid down the street, found her anonymous blog, Maple Watchdog. It accused me of running a surveillance van with 5G antennas, their fairy lights. Nate traced the IP to Linda's husband's computer and posted a YouTube takedown. HOA lady's fake blog caught in 4K. It went viral. Her site vanished, and Nate launched a real community blog, Grove Signal. Linda tried a yard sign campaign. No RV zone. Reclaim Maple. Neighbors mocked them with parodies like RV Lives Matter. At the spring potluck, she handed out signs in a sash labeled Neighborhood Integrity Chair. Nobody took one. A neighbor staked an inflatable RV with a sign, RV there yet? Linda froze as kids ran by, one wearing her sign as a cape. Her signs disappeared overnight. Then she hosted an unauthorized town hall, live-streaming a PowerPoint of RV conspiracies. It was chaos. Red-filtered photos, unlabeled pie charts, and a rant about vehicular decay. Comments roasted her. Is she okay? During Q&A, a retired HOA VP called her out. This isn't leadership. It's narcissism. Her scarf caught on a chair, she stumbled, and the projector crashed. The internet dubbed her Maple's RV tyrant. T-shirts sold out. Her final act? Forging a city inspection notice from the Office of Neighborhood Oversight. Fake, with her voice on the voicemail. I reported it. She was caught knocking on doors in a fake badge, demanding to survey properties. The city fined her Dula $3,500 and assigned her community ser VYC assisting real inspections in a trainee vest. Memes of her holding a measuring wheel flooded Facebook. At a garage sale, she sold RV repellent, VY Nigar jars, and redacted bylaws, accidentally revealing more fraud. A jar sparked a fire, torching her RV poster. The HOA passed the Linda Clause, banning her stunts. Her last gasp was a fake newsletter, Grove Sentinel, mailed to the state attorney's office. It accused me of bribing officials. Metadata traced it to her. The state opened a fraud case. The lien on her property led to an inspection of her tool shed. Inside, an HOA war room. Files labeled RV strategies, surveillance photos, a whiteboard plotting a neighborhood correction officer role with epaulets. The HOA called it a covert operation. The shed was demolished, replaced with a community garden harmony patch with a plaque, from surveillance to sunflowers. Linda's banned from HOA roles forever. Her home leaned, her legacy a meme. She walked her dog in silence, blinds drawn, a ghost in Maple Grove. A kid on a scooter yelled, "You're the RV meme lady." She didn't reply. What would you do if someone tried to ban your RV? Should HOAs have this much power? Was Linda a VY Lane or just misunderstood? Drop your thoughts, like, and subscribe for more wild neighborhood tales.